I can remember which one it was. And it was about the media and gays. And it was about in the early Stonewall days and about how you and Screw Magazine were the first ones that came out. And, how about that?
Issue 1, I had the first
So Al may put a lot in Screw Magazine, a lot of homophobic stuff in there, but he really loves faggots.
I'm bisexual. I've done a few guys. I don't mind it.
Not Peter North.
No.
Oh, my God.
Who could handle that? It's too big. Look at those categories. First of all, I got a lifetime achievement for, like you, First Amendment.
Plus, you'd have to, just everybody has to scatter, several yards away.
It's true.
With Peter North.
it is true.
Get out the lifeboat, sweetheart.
I know you're really hot for Ron Jeremy and Randy West. You want to be a sandwich.
Man, right in the middle of my lunch. This must be the new Al Goldstein diet. To lose your appetite in the middle of the meal, to start bringing up the schmutziest, the most disgusting. Ron Jeremy.
He's my dear friend, but he's a Jew.
I do know that.
Jews
are mostly ugly and hairy, except for Robbie Benson, right?
True. That's why they have to do their secretaries and give hookers money. We always pay our women.
And what timing, too? What about Clinton with all these ugly bitches that he's doing? Isn't that
so right about that? I would rather Clinton was doing the Pope.
Right. At least that would be interesting. And probably the Pope wishes it, too.
I'm not so sure about that.
Because he looks like he's very close to the end, if you know what I'm saying.
But I want you to keep that book, because it's all the categories, and best costume in a porno film. It's amazing. And I got an award for the Lifetime Achievement from my 19 arrests. I've been fighting this battle.
Yeah.
For a long time. But it's a fascinating...
How come they made a movie about Larry Flynt and they haven't made a movie about you yet?
Because I can walk.
Oh, is that it?
I wasn't shot.
Well, I've got news for you. In about another week, I would say you'll solve that problem. In fact, this meal might get the movie made.
I hope
this could do it.
I know you're a cigar smoker. Now, because you are a homosexual Jew.
A Jew fag,
atheist. I'm not going to give you this one to carry your cigar, and I'm giving you this one.
Isn't that beautiful? Well, I hope it's circumcised.
Yes, it is. Because you talked about the operations. Sometimes you have to go to a restaurant or someplace, they want you to put your cigar out. It's a nice cigar.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. It's got a spring in it and the whole deal. Cigar holder, penis shaped. Well, not really penis shaped. Penis colored. Circumcised and penis colored. Although I've never seen a penis quite that color. I've seen many of them, but not quite that color. This one's almost like Technicolor. Maybe this is what Jim's penis looks like that Randy was always talking about. I think that one's straight. This one is straight. His is curved like
no veins. You see, my art department, this woman Donna paints this on. I mean, these you can't buy. You can't paint it.
If I could tell you what that... Are you hearing him okay in there?
No.
George,
what do you want me to do?
No, I'm going to touch you during the break. It's not, this microphone is the biggest piece of crap, and I told you yesterday I got Kevin from the Backstreet Boys and AJ. I mean, forget about AJ. He's off to the side. You can't hear them, and you wonder why the hell we're going off the air on this place. They got equipment that I wouldn't wish.
George, buy a microphone. George, buy a microphone. Come on. Run to Radio Shack.
So I have these guys on the show, these kids yesterday, who are hotter than a pistol. You probably never heard of them. You're too old.
I heard the kids calling in for free tickets.
But so in the liner notes on their CD, in fact, we got it here somewhere. It's Jesus this, and I want to thank the Lord. But anyway, so what are they talking about yesterday? Because they've been the last year touring the world, and about how great Europe is, and how there's so much light years ahead, and so much more enlightened, and they have so much better sex education, and the kids are so much more broad-minded, and how much they love Amsterdam, and what a trip the red light district was. It goes to show you take these repressed American goyim like that, and you let them go around the world and see what the real world is all about. It's a miracle.
Well, as I told you, I took an apartment.
God, I wish I could hear you.
Okay. What should I do?
No, you just keep talking.
You want me to sit in your lap? I'm not going that close.
Jesus, I'm not ready for suicide yet.
No, but Amsterdam, I'm at a coffee shop. I'm having reefer for $2, Moroccan hash, smoking Cuban cigars, and there's sex action 2 blocks away. And that's a society that runs beautifully. The trams are on time.
Right.
Everything works. The herring in May is wonderful.
There's not even long lines at McDonald's.
Nothing. And then I'm thinking, and we think we're free in America? I love it that they're merchants. If it moves, they'll sell it. So you're welcome to my apartment.
It's in the red light district?
It's in the red light district, which I know you'll hate being in. It's the hustling hot area. That's where I want to be. I signed the lease in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And it's 1,600 guilder. It's a bargain.
That's $800 a month.
Yeah, it's peanuts.
So in other words, it's cheap to live there? Is that what you're telling me?
No, but this place I found is great. Because
what is it, like a 2x4 room in a youth hospital? Is that what it is?
One flight walk up. If you're a resident of Amsterdam.
Oh, it's very tiny and you're going to walk up the flight?
I'll be carried by Rose.
So why don't you just bring me the key, and you'll never be able to get in there anyway.
Carry me. If you're a resident of Amsterdam, you're allowed to grow 8 joints. So I want to learn horticulture. I want to have a green thumb. I want to grow my own grass, have Cuban cigars, and I want to ignore this American government nonsense. I hate our country because we have leaders like.
So I say when we impeach Clinton, we ought to make you president.
I'd be good.
That would be excellent.
I'd be good.
Then everybody could wear that T-shirt that says "F you, I have enough friends." I love that.
I've made this offer to you many times. Midnight Blue is on C-band. If you ever want a D-scrambler, you just call me. I'll get you one free.
Yeah, but I might accidentally come across that
Ron Jeremy.
But no, the one you're in. Oh.
Well, choice of 3 stations every minute. So if Ronnie's on or Randy West is on, switch to another station. I can save you $300.
I got to say this to you. The fact that Ron Jeremy has actually made money in the porno business. No, you're laughing, but you know what I'm going to say. The fact that it goes to show you the Jews are the best merchants in the universe, because the fact that anybody would pay to see him doing anything. I mean, I'd pay him to put more clothes on.
But that's the reason, because you're gay. Think of me as a straight man. I have a woman. I want some action. I want to get laid.
Straight guys want to see Ron Jeremy naked?
No,
they want to see a guy with a huge puppet?
We want our women to see Ron Jeremy so they like us.
The only thing Ron Jeremy's got going for him is he's double-jointed.
Yes, and he's too fat now.
Well, what the hell was that? What the hell was that?
George, you really have to learn your trade.
Okay, let me do the break. So help me God, this is so unbelievable, this place. This is Beasley Broadcasting at its finest, folks. We can't even have a big 600-pound guy here who doesn't even move around, sit down in front of a microphone. This is the equipment here I wouldn't wish on Heinrich Himmler. I wouldn't wish it on WIOD, for crying out loud. That's how bad it is.
WIOD? Oh, I hate that station.
This is
Goldstein, the purveyor of porn. The Jew porn man. I always mention that, by the way, of course, not that the Goldstein wouldn't give it away, but you know these people always talking about the Jews being the purveyors of pornography and being the problem with Hollywood and with TV and everything. All these virulent anti-Semites. It's a good excuse.
But the really rich ones are not Jews. Larry Flint, Hugh Hefner, Bob Guccione.
Right.
I'm like a minor luminary.
A small player.
Small potatoes, as we say.
So here's the new issue of Screw Magazine.
30 years. This year is our 30th anniversary.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. We're going to have a big party in September.
So you're giving away cats in New York. It says guaranteed free pussy for you, so they must be giving away cats at Screw Magazine. And here's, now, have you ever done an Asian chick? Have you ever done Asian?
They're wonderful. They're very neat.
Asian men also.
Very tiny. You know, if you go to a bordello in Bangkok or Japan, they charge a Caucasian more because we're more well hung.
So they charge you by the inch?
Yeah, so it's like 2 inches I pay for.
You got double on me, I'll tell you that. No, I was asking that the other day about. I don't want to get too personal.
You're very tiny, and I'm tiny too.
No, but sir, I understand. But
I don't mind being tiny.
No, but you know something? If you lost 600 pounds, you'd find an extra inch or two.
Okay, in the James Bond movie, there's a great line. James Bond says that I am a cunning linguist.
Yeah,
that's what I am. I'm a cunning linguist. So women still find me attractive.
So in other words, you have a great tongue. Is that what you're saying?
That's it. I've already been
surgically. You've been surgically what?
Removed. I'm now a woman. So when I go down on a woman, I'm a lesbian. No, it's gay sex. So that's why I identify with you in the gay world. I'm homosexual. I wanted to be a feminist. I wanted to be a lesbian. And if the 2 Jewish wives and the Jewish fiancé, I have nothing.
But you're not married. You're not going to get married.
I love her deeply, but I don't want the judges and the lawyers.
Like this?
Marry a Jewish lawyer? Would you marry a Jewish lawyer?
No, but are you actually having sex with this woman? I don't want to get too personal.
Yes. Well, every 2 months. I think tomorrow's my day.
Every 2 months, like a major workout? You have to go into training for it?
I do tongue aerobics. Tongue in cheek, yes.
But you're not having intercourse.
I don't believe in intercourse. I'm too fat.
I knew it. What did I tell you yesterday? I knew it.
I'm oral sex.
I feel so much better about life in general now.
No,
I mean, I don't want to make it a personal thing. I'm trying to embarrass you into losing some weight. I did it once before, and you shrunk up like you look. You look human there for a while.
No, I'm not as large as that.
I mean, we saw. Thank God we at least got the Pope to pick on. Now we saw him yesterday. The death watch is on big time, and by the second, he's not looking too good for him.
He's thin too.
Yeah,
he has a fat rear end. The Pope. I've done him.
He has a. Rectum. He has a fat rear end, huh?
People don't say that.
Well, then he'll fit right in Cuba, man, because all the Cubans have got lovely women.
Why is it they're so proud of their fat thighs? I mean, if I was fat, if some of these Spanish women with their short pants, I would cover up. I mean, if you're big and fat, at least you're smart enough not to walk around in shorts.
You did moon George before you came on the air. That was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life.
You know, he got a wreck. I saw a little bulge. I'm wrecked all right.
He had a wreck, all right. In fact, anybody that saw your moon would would have a wreck.
His wife, Crystal, happens to love my mood.
Does she really? I bet it's a...
Cock-a-room.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. So what are we going to do about your weight? How did you lose the weight the last time? Did you go on...
I went to North Carolina, a place called...
The rice diet?
Yeah, like that.
That's not...
And then I discovered a Biscuitville. So I went to Biscuitville. I tried to, in my mind, say...
Don't you know that Jews don't eat biscuits?
They're tasty.
Yeah.
You don't like
anything is tasty.
You don't eat biscuits?
No.
What's your binge food?
Ice cream? Ben and Jerry's.
You see, Neil,
did you ever have listen to me. No, fish food. Did you ever have Ben and Jerry's fish food?
No.
I swear to God, a pint of that will set you off on a binge the likes of which you'll never... I'm telling you, it's like real super dark chocolate loaded with whipped cream and marshmallows and big chunks of chocolate. It's like Rocky Road only three times as... Yeah, get out of here with that.
We'll go to later.
I was just thinking that, too, that fatso thing.
Okay.
See, that's the problem. Fat people like to eat. What's wrong with eating? If we could just lose the goddamn weight, we like to eat. We appreciate food.
What's that Hubby Bubby flavor?
Hubby Bubby. That's for old Jews, yeah. They sell that at Cemetery Village.
I have a friend who's a food reviewer. His name is Bill Fox. A big fat guy. Always on a diet, but he gets fatter. I went to this place in West Palm Beach because he had an opening.
I didn't like that last breath I heard there.
Yeah.
Like that.
Well, I was going to chew my meatballs.
I didn't like the last breath.
But for 2 hours, we never once talked about sex, vaginas, penises, any of that.
Yeah.
We talked only about food.
Mm-hmm.
Boring? You would have loved it. You want to talk about sex? Food's far more interesting.
No.
More diverse.
The difference being that you can only have sex for so long.
But you can eat for a lot more.
You can eat forever.
Yeah.
Now, in your case, it sounds like you can do both.
Yeah.
All three, depending on what you're eating, yeah.
During a meal, I can turn to a barf bag, throw up, go back to the buffet table. Sex, what can I do? Unless I use a splinter. I can't do it again. Great buffet? Okay, what's your favorite buffet? Let's talk food. What the hell with you? That isn't talking Pritikin's. Pritikin's a fat guy.
So in other words, you don't want to lose weight, is what you're saying. You're happy being fat.
I live for food.
Even though you know you're going to kill yourself.
I'd rather die 5 years early.
You just got through telling me before you came on the air that you did the fen thing?
Yeah.
And that you've got a bad valve?
Yes.
You did it for 2 weeks and you've already got a bad valve in your heart.
Right.
Nice.
Wasn't worth it. I should have stayed fat.
Yeah.
I would have been healthier. How many people die at a buffet table? Neil, people die and break legs at gyms. Show me someone with a wrist sprain at a buffet table. I have a friend in L.A. who takes 150 pills. I said, you're going to be jogging on the side of the road, a truck is going to run you over.
But you're not ready. You're not old enough for Sadie's buffet yet.
No, there's some nice buffets. Oh, what about Las Vegas? I went to the hotel you hated.
Not the Rio Suite. You went to the Rio Suite?
Yeah, because the food was good. $8.95 that lunch, 9 food stations. You gamble, I don't. The food was great. I was there for 2 hours eating. And then I had my friend Penn and Teller join us. My friends, plural.
Oh, how's Alex Bennett doing, by the way?
I haven't spoken to Alex. Well, he was fired, you know.
Was he really?
He's not working, yeah.
Alex Bennett was fired? Oh, what a piece of bad news, huh? What, for lack of talent? I thought he was big out there. I thought so.
I always heard he was number one.
Yeah.
I went to my friend's bordello.
When he worked with us, I thought he was number 1 and number 2.
Well, my choice of friend.
Alex Bennett, for God's sake. Do yourself a favor, will you, pal? Oh!
Yeah. I talk as highly about your friend Kane.
Yeah.
He called me three years ago when they talked to me.
I would have thought by now you would have had a tummy tuck and your face redone and your eyeballs That's his whole stick now. Is
I know.
making guinea pigs. Yeah. Penile implants.
I know.
Which in your case, what's the point?
I want a hot dog enlargement. That's all I want. No. Food recipes, good food, desserts. That's what it's all about. September, we're having a party in New York. I hope you'll drag your tail into New York for the 30th anniversary party.
I haven't been to New York, and I think New York is too sterile now for me.
Oh, the food's good. You go to Disney, you'll visit the Disney people at 42nd Street, then we'll show you sleeves in the meat market. We have a woman who strips with an archer. He shoots arrows and he strips her clothing off. And we're going to throw a little extra money to aim for her head, so we'll have entertainment value.
But New York must be boring now, though. The mayor cleaned up the whole goddamn Times Square. Who the hell wants to go to such a boring place?
You can't even jaywalk. But Il Molino's great food.
Yeah. Il Molino where? In New York or here?
No.
Here.
There's one here. No, I'm talking about the one in New York. Yeah. The one in New York on 3rd Street. Great Italian, Casa Bella, Little Italy. You come to New York for 3 days with me, I'll fatten you up.
I have a better idea. You'll come to Rome with me.
No, let's go to Amsterdam together.
But not for food. Now, see, what are you going to...
herring.
What?
Herring in May.
Jesus, God. The food in Amsterdam is the worst. You better be in training and ready for a lot of sex because the food there, either sex or drugs or both. Because the food there, I ate, and I told us on the air, I ate most of my meals at McDonald's. I was doing the Atkins. I threw away the buns. I would stand there. They don't even look at you. You know, like in Amsterdam, nobody cares what you're doing you know. And so you throw away the bun, you're standing with a wax paper around the meat, and you just got meat in your mouth, which you do a lot in Amsterdam anyway. And that was it. That was the highlight, was eating at McDonald's, which anywhere else in the world I would never go near there. But that's as good as it gets in Amsterdam.
Mediocre food,
not in the
Indonesian place, the food's boring. We would bring...
And the Chinese food, man, I'm going to tell you something. Stay away. Unless you want grotesque hemorrhoids. I don't want to say this in the middle of a mouthful of food, although in your case it won't make any difference. But that's 3.5 months I suffered until I finally got rid of hemorrhoids from eating Chinese food in Amsterdam. They put enough pepper and enough spices and enough MSG. It's because they figure everybody's stoned anyway. They won't know the difference.
But I'm thrilled you love it because it's a great country.
It is, the whole country. Have you been in other part like the Utrecht or the Hague?
The Hague. I went to the Hague.
Yeah. I remember the mayor of New York. Remember Frank Hogue? He used to be the mayor of New York. And how was it? Boring?
It's boring. But a friend of mine has a dungeon there, and she put my friend in. Dennis Hopper owns this whorehouse in Carson, Nevada. And beat him up for 2 hours. And he had 12 orgasms in 31 minutes. With something with proctology and stuff. We don't want to go into it. It's too graphic.
Rectum. Listen, if you want huge savings on your next electronics...
You ain't the only.
Pornographer Supreme. Forget about the pornography. You're not into that. Eater Supreme Al Goldstein is here.
That's right.
And he just... Now, did you really eat the cereal that you brought the last time?
I know. I bought another box. I was at Costco yesterday. I love it. I got the honey Cheerios. Cheerios is good for you.
So anybody out there that's on a diet, I'm sure that Al and I are really helping you accomplish your goal.
We'd like to eat with you.
Now, if you're going to offer yourself right there with this last meal, I want you to notify us when you're going to do this. We can get better publicity than the goddamn Pope.
If I die on the air.
So, now let me see. Is this issue before? Is this pre the Pope?
I didn't even do the Pope.
You didn't do the Pope?
I didn't think of it as real. And then I forget.
Not even the Pope of Greenwich Village?
No, but you know, it's so boring. The politicians and the news, all they talk about is Miami and the fascist Cubans who left. At least George is a liberal, but I hate these expatriates who have left Fidel, and none of them ever defend Batista. There wouldn't have been a Fidel except for Batista, and all they want is their property back, though they ripped off everyone else. At the point of Batista, 90% of the country was illiterate.
Why would they rip Batista? They were buddies with Batista.
That's right, because he gave them things.
In crime.
They are the ultimate whores, the Cuban community. I believe that. And if they roll a cigar for me, I understand if they put a cat's tail in it, but they are gross people. They blow up museums. They're anti-freedom. And then, of course, Clinton being the pimp he is. I can't believe we're anti-Cuba. China's all right. Vietnam we had a war with, and now we have an embassy. We are a despicable country. I really, one more thing, I'm going to live in Amsterdam permanently.
But you know something now, like what happened in Copenhagen? Look at how the rest of the world is becoming more uptight and more like this country and more sanitized. The whole world is becoming sanitized.
I know.
Perverts like us are out of business.
Yeah, but no,
what happened in Copenhagen? Were you ever there?
I was there. I remember Tivoli Gardens. I'm
not talking about Tivoli Gardens. Long before I ever went to Copenhagen, that was the capital of pornography.
That's right.
And now it's like, forget it. Like, we had enough and we're not interested. Now we go to Tivoli Gardens and we march around and it's a little boring. Talk about boring. People are very nice, but
in
boring.
Florida's always been the worst. Closed and worried about topless clubs and stuff. You know as well as I do, in all your years of radio, in all your years of being in front of this microphone, have you ever found the following statement not to be true? The more moralistic the person is in public, the more of a hypocrite he is in private.
Sure, and the more homophobic they are, the more likely it is that they're in the closet.
He wants to do it. Jimmy Swaggart. I know you don't like issues, but whether it was Jimmy Swaggart or Jim Baker, my first arrest in Mineola, the guy then went to jail 3 years later. What about Keating? And then, I don't know if you missed this, but 2 days ago, because of my dish, I either saw Extra or Inside Edition. There was a guy on TV 6 months ago, a cop, who would list the names of Johns who were busted. He just got busted for corruption.
Good.
Doesn't it always happen? It never fails. That's the thing I hate about Clinton. You're right, bad taste. But he wants to worry about indecency on the Internet. Selling penthouse at PX's, that low life. I loathe him for his hypocrisy because I just did an editorial. He's so self-hating for his sexual excesses. He doesn't want to have any of us have any fun but him. He wants all the ugly women for himself. I really do hate it.
But you do know the day is going to come. Maybe we won't live to see it, but the day will come that somebody is going to have the balls to stand up and say what you just got through saying. It'll come eventually.
I hope
and people will say, well, wait a minute, you know something? We don't care about these things. It's all a bunch of bull crap.
It's all political claptrap. Because, again, just go to
nobody cares how much he's screwing around. Nobody really cares that. If he had enough intelligence not to be lying about it, not to be covering it up, he's going to wind up with the same thing that Nixon wound up with. You mark my words, it's going to be the same crap again.
I agree with you. My fare there with Amsterdam is, I'm sure you paid a low fare. New York to Amsterdam, KLM, $300 round trip coach.
You fly coach?
Yeah. I tried to do upgrades.
Cargo.
Cargo. Animal rates.
You fly coach, a big shot like you.
Yeah, because
I can't. How do you fit that ass? Seriously, how do you fit that 600-pound ass into a coach seat? What do? You get 3 seats, one for your wife?
No, I say it's emergency row. Oh, I haven't done it yet. I did fly other airlines first class. This is the first time I'm doing coach. And I don't want to cash my mileage.
Guaranteed, you're going in cargo. Guaranteed. There is no way. They'll stick your ass on that meat scale that they got there where you got to put your luggage on.
The following is only not apocryphal but real. Tomorrow I'm flying to L.A. I'm going to be on Friends, a March 12th episode. There's some scene involving pornography, and they're going to have me on camera.
Really?
March 12th.
Not naked.
Not naked.
Oh, thank God.
No, the screen isn't big enough to show my huge male member. So I want to ask you about this work relief program you have for Puerto Ricans and Cubans. Rodriguez, when is his time up and then you hire the next Spanish person? George has got a 3-year employment contract.
If his time is up, the next one's going to look a lot better than that.
Yeah, why do you hire someone you can't bag? I mean, do you do them? Do you grease them up?
I'm not the least bit interested.
Why is
that? I think you've got a good point there.
Yeah, I mean, why don't you hire somebody you can do?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I only hire people I want to have sex with. But one quick question before you go into your commercial.
Spiel.
I bought, on my birthday, I paid for, as usual, George's meal and his wife's meal.
Now, where was this?
A place called Hops. Good steak for $12. But here's my question.
House of Pancakes?
No, Hops is called. My question is this meal I have, does this count as equal? I mean, has he reciprocated or have you reciprocated?
I was going to take you out tonight, but you're going to the track, so
I am going to the track. Yeah, you escaped again.
Are you searching for a new sensation in dining? If you're tired of that same old bump and grind, then why not revisit?
That's a good point. So you think you're good at oral sex with a woman, but you really aren't sure because you have no idea what it's like.
That's right. I try to...
But I thought you were having the operation. I thought you were like on the way to being one since you can't find your penis.
But it's not complete yet. Yeah. You know, I'm still on different hormones.
It's just slightly inverted at this point?
It is. And actually it's bigger than George's.
I mean, I've heard of an ingrown toenail. Now maybe in size.
But if it's really ingrown, I could do myself. No, but every woman I've interviewed, I don't want to get raunchy because I know you're giving up wonderful story.
Yeah, and plus the dump is off too, so don't...
Okay, don't bring him. But every porno actress, and I interviewed them for Midnight Blue, my show of 22 years, I always ask them, who is better at cunnilingus, a man or a woman? Everyone, never been an exception. Every woman has said a woman. It's no surprise. And I'm always amazed that if my woman was with another woman, I'd find it a turn-on. Would find it a turn-on. But if I said, hey, maybe you want to see me with a man, she'd say, oh, no, you're a faggot. So we really accept bisexuality in women. We love it as men. But women don't like their men being gay. Because maybe, I don't know, what you think?
They don't?
The women I know.
No, they don't.
No.
That's yucky.
Well, there must be a lot of unhappy women married to Cuban guys.
Well, they're the worst, right? Because Cuban men are very highly
Cuban
bisexual.
men and Italian men are almost all of them bisexual, and of course, the more they deny it, Italian men won't deny it. They won't talk about it.
Yeah, right.
But Cuban men will deny it vehemently. And the more they deny it, the more that means they are.
Well, if you look in the pages of Screw, you'll see all those transvestites, and we call them chicks with dash, pre-ops. 98% of them are Spanish, either Puerto Rican or Cuban. So there must be a real...
Well, that's real big in Sao Paulo and Rio, right? In fact, they say that's where the men are men and so are the women.
That's funny. It's true, though. I have seen... Wednesday is advertising day at my office in New York City, and I see these extraordinarily beautiful women, and then they turn around and they're guys. So I can't tell gender anymore. And when I was young, to me, a gay guy was effeminate. He walked his dog. You know, now a gay guy is somebody who's
only gay guys walk their dogs.
Well, but that was
must be a lot of fags in my neighborhood. I see all these people, all these married guys walking their dogs. That's a telltale sign. And guess what? I don't walk my dogs. How do you like that?
But okay, this was my theory in the 1950s. But now, you know, a guy can be a quarterback, a football player. All the stereotyping I've ever done on gay or straight has dissipated. And I don't care how many hockey games you watch, how many times you see The Godfather. I mean, it doesn't make you macho. You have the accoutrements of a macho guy.
What is macho?
Macho is a guy who's a sports fan. I hate sports, and I hate sports fans. We won.
See, this is good that you got into this, because on this radio station, being, sports 20 hours ponderous, they really believe, and there are times you'll hear some of these guys almost come right out and say it. They believe that unless you're a real, I'm not talking about just a hockey fan like I am, and I used to like other sports, but they become boring, but unless you live and breathe sports and love to gamble on it too, that you're a faggot, that basically you're a real pansy, that you're not a real man unless sports is your entire life. I feel that all the people who listen to this station, all these fans yelling and saying, we won. I think of T.S. Eliot's the hollow men, the empty men. Get a life. We didn't win. It's like looking at Ron Jeremy in a film having sex, saying, we got laid. No, you didn't get laid. Ron Jeremy got laid. It's vicarious. And wasn't it grotesque?
Yeah, it's like watching me at a buffet. We ate? No, I ate, you moron. You saw me eating. I mean, this vicarious thing.
That would be, I just gave you the next best idea for Screw Magazine. Maybe you already did it, but I doubt it. Is to out all the gay athletes.
I mean, it hasn't been done?
Of course not. I mean, they hint around the edges. Troy Aikman, Steve Young.
Right.
There's like hundreds, thousands. I say that most of them, 98%, just to piss the people off.
I believe that. You just look at football. The guy's bent over.
He's got his hands over the other guy's crotch.
It's an anal sex kind of thing. Double penetration.
I've been asking for years.
We have to delay back, by the way.
Well, we don't care. Well, now you can say crap. But don't say it anyway. You can take one, but don't say it. But I've been saying for years that the sports is the only endeavor in American life where a young guy, go up and pat another guy on the butt, right on the ass.
That's right. Kiss.
Yeah.
They kiss a lot.
After they win a big game,
hug and kiss.
But pat a guy on the ass.
Yeah.
Now, if a lawyer wins a big case, when they won the O.J. trial, did Johnny Cochran go up and pat F. Lee Bailey on his big fat ass? Of course not.
But O.J., he grabbed his
He grabbed his pussy. Well, he liked it, I think. I think there's something going on there.
Yeah, no.
But what is that? What is that thing in sports where there's this tremendous, feely, touchy, and these people don't want to think. As long as they don't think about it, or you don't force them to think about it, then they're comfortable. It doesn't bother them. But as soon as they start thinking, well, I don't know, what is that? Then they become very nervous.
2 a.m., before and after, before 10 and after 2, you're all a bunch of faggots. Basically, that's what
I've told them.
Yeah, it's true.
That's what I've told them. People that are into jockstraps, people that want to watch a bunch of guys go out and grab at each other.
You're naked. You're taking showers. That's a gay club, you moron. You're in a fan club. You're looking for glory holes.
That's it.
They just admit it.
The Miami Dolphin bathhouse.
Yeah, it's the advocate. It's the advertiser. Cut it out. You're fabulous. You're homosexuals. You're effeminate. I mean, Neil and I are, maybe we've had a few dalliances, but we are real men. You are faggots.
Amen. When you're feeling lucky, why not make a beeline for Hollywood Seminole Gaming? That's where the lucky people win a lot of cash. In fact, recently, a winner got very lucky, winning a $308